such an asshole.
So I'm glad this guy reached out to me because we can make his life a lot easier. And I don't know if no one told him. Well, obviously not. No one told him. And this is where you start to see people cracking because you told them all this bullshit. It's not based in the real world. Young people go and they follow it. Then they get pissed off. Right. And they have every right to be. Some people course correct. Some people reach out. Others, they might fly off the handle. And so let's read through it. And I just have some simple questions, observations, and I got simple solutions. I'm a sophomore in college at a small private liberal arts school. Okay. I have a question. Why are you going to a small private liberal arts school? Especially for supply chain management. You could get that degree online for a fraction of the cost. And you're at a private liberal arts school? Look, I'm just going to be honest. Do you like assholes? Like real ones, not fake ones like me, like real sanctimonious, smug, arrogant, rich kid assholes, because that's who goes to private liberal arts colleges. And another question, private college? Get the hell out of there, man. Save that. No wonder you're stressed. You're hanging out with a bunch of arrogant assholes, right? I can't imagine. He's a guy, by the way. I can't imagine the women are like great to date there. All right. I don't know. I got enough of the hairy armpits. I'm just picturing hairy armpits, miserable, purple hair. Yeah, if you're surrounded, if you're a guy, men don't motivate women as much as women motivate men. And it is very demoralizing if you're surrounded by angry, antagonistic, marred women. Go back into the 90s, it wasn't easy, but at least the girls, like, you were excited to go to class because there'd be some new cute girls. I remember, even how old am I? I remember when girls would still occasionally wear skirts. You're at a private liberal arts college in 2025 and you're a dude? I can't think of a place more hostile to you in many ways and more expensive. So if you want to major in supply chain management, which, by the way, is going to be a waste of your time, you're a sophomore. Thank God. That means you could change your degree. You mostly have wasted all your time. We didn't waste your time. You spent most of your time on prereqs. So it's not that you have to go and get a completely new degree. Maybe we're looking at an extra semester at most. But just tell you right now, change your degree into something like accounting or engineering, or just drop out for now until you figure out what you want to do. But supply chain is not going to help. Finish your semester because you've already paid for it. Get the college credits and take a break, man. Take a break. And don't ever go to don't go to any private liberal arts. A liberal, private and liberal. I don't mean political. Why would you go there? I'm sure Western Governors University has just as good a supply chain management degree that you can get from the convenience of your home with no bull. Even a bunch of other stressors that you may not even be aware of attending a physical school. Commuting, parking, living on campus, overpriced food, right? Buddy, make your life a lot easier. Some kind of accredited online program. ASU, Western Governors, I'm sure there are more out there. So finish up your degree and get the hell out of there. I'm stuck in this absolute shit fest of a Democrat city. Start another one where the people hate you. Where I mean, you don't mention whether you're a white male or not. You're a male. They hate you, right? But they hate all their citizens. You're going to get parking tickets, the taxes, the fees, the traffic. I don't know how big of a city you are. I mean, it's one thing if it's a little, like Sedona. Okay, it's a bunch of hippy dippy baby boomer women whose husbands died. Still a nice town. Baltimore, fuck. Minneapolis, fuck. Why would you be in a shit environment? Where everything is expensive and even jobs as cheap as McDonald's have dozens upon dozens of men applying, many of whom don't even know English. That job didn't even go to me, but it perfectly illustrates the shit labor market here. Right. Now, here's a question, buddy. Let's be critical thinkers here. Is the city going to change, or are you going to have to change, right? You got to get out. And normally I'd be with you like, well, maybe if you got a job, but you don't even have a job and you're losing money going to this school. There is nothing keeping you in this city. Nothing. You can't even get a job at McDonald's. See if you can go back home or something else. If you can't go back home, seriously, I was going to recommend this anyway. Probably consider the military. At least you get food, clothing, and shelter, and maybe less bullshit. It's not going to be as bad as a private liberal arts college, especially with Trump as president. You might actually see some real strong men in the military for a change. In the shit labor market here. I'm celibate, pissed, stressed, and hungry. I have to ration food to 1 meal a day. Dude, sounds familiar, man. Is it shit piss cold too, like it was in Minneapolis? I feel sorry because I've been in the exact, not private liberal arts college, but I've been in that situation, man. Yeah, you're not going to get laid there. You're not getting laid at a private liberal arts college in a Democrat shit city. You're not. Go somewhere, and I won't worry about women or getting laid right now. You got to worry about food, clothing, shelter. I know where you are. All right. So you got to start just go out and work. Leave finish your school for this semester, right? Work for the railroads. Go to Texas. Go to where there's jobs. Go look into the military. Okay. I think the military is the best option for you because food, clothing, shelter, heat, air conditioning, education, healthcare, tuition. It's so much easier than what you're trying to do right now, man. It is. I mean, unless you went to Navy SEALs or you got deployed to war, which is, that's a possibility. But yeah, man, the environment you're in now is a lot harder than basic training. All right. Yeah, you got to sign up 4 years in your life, but it's going to be easier. Just trust me, man. I've done it. Okay. It's hard doing it on your own. You probably get some better sleep too. That job didn't even go to me, but it perfectly illustrates. I'm celibate, pissed, stressed, and hungry. There are no dating opportunities and everything feels so NPC. Yes, you're in a Democrat town. The town and especially the college, there is no independent thinkers there. I know my only escape from this nightmare is to go to trade school. Okay. Maybe. I already flunked out of engineering. Probably because you're not eating and you don't have time. It sounds like a nightmare you're in. I want to dodge corporate America with my life. Good. Military. Or the world's greatest accounting career if you want to look into becoming accounting or becoming an accountant. Trade school is fine too. That's fine. But buddy, you got to think more food, clothing, shelter. You can go part-time to school, man. You don't have to go full-time. Go work some kind of job and go move back home, regroup, find a job that pays. Go to trade school at night. Don't go to a liberal arts college. Get out of the Democrat city. This summer, I have a decent job lined up, and I can pursue a power washing business as well to pay off loans. All right. Do you know you're going to make money on that business? Or you're just going to borrow money for the funds, and then the clientele doesn't follow up? Your main thing to limit your debt is to stop going to this private liberal arts college. That's your main thing. Get stable, get a job, any kind of job, get some food in your system, get a good night's rest, pursue college part-time or military. If it's a job, I can pursue a power washing business as well to pay off loans, build wealth in offshore wars. No, let's just hold off on the power washing business. Why don't you take a break? Because that's a desperate move. I'm going to get into this business, bro. And then you just spend money. Someone cheats you on the money, and now no one pays you. And now you're in even worse financial situation than you were before. This country is killing me. Every day America makes me feel ending of my life-ish and homicidal. Well, don't do that. Okay. What is it? permanent solution to a temporary problem. Dude, I'm not kidding, man. It's the exact same as Minneapolis. It's the exact same Minnesota. It's cold. The people are assholes. The women are, I mean, this is long ago, but the women were, you could get dates, but they were a pain in the ass to date. You didn't have time. You were hungry. I dropped to 118 pounds, going from 147 my senior year in high school to 118 at the end of my freshman year. I get it. Leave. That's it. Leave. Go anywhere that it's warmer, or you can find a job, any kind of job. But stop going to that liberal arts college. That right there is the nucleus of the shit. And don't end it, okay? And don't end it for other people. As much as you'd like to, I understand. Don't do that. You just got to leave this environment and let these people fucking do themselves in. Go look at Minneapolis, right? It's just, since it's like 30 years. All I've known Minneapolis people is to be miserable. All I know Minnesotans to do is be self-punishing and miserable. And you'll see the wisdom in what I'm telling you is to just leave and let them continue fucking themselves in the ass. Same thing with New York City. Hell, San Francisco. I mean, literally. Not a reference to the gay community. I mean, there's a video of a guy. Never mind. Just never mind. I must travel overseas to escape all the bullshit and finally get laid. Military. I think I can only tolerate. And girls don't worry about it, man. Forget the girls. Get your food, clothing, and shelter in order. All right. I think I can only tolerate the asinine nature of this country for another decade before I become another Luigi. Well, don't become that either. He's in jail. All right. You can have a good life. And I have a link below, a book called Reconnaissance Man. Go take a read at that. I understand if you're not wealthy enough to buy a book. I've been there. Get it at the library. I rarely say that. But yeah, the country sucks. I get it. And you're right. You do got to leave. But you're not going to leave paying an overpriced degree in supply chain management. You would get overseas if you joined the Navy, though. I wonder if I should quit college and go to trade school instead. How about you quit college and repair? Quit college, just get a job and go have some fun. Reestablish yourself somewhere else where it's warm or where you'd like to be. I don't know where. Not this town. All right. Just go back home, crash with a buddy, pay some cheap rent, get some kind of job, build your money back up, get some sleep, and get some food. You're in no rush to graduate, man. It doesn't matter if you graduate at 25. No one's going to take you seriously until you're 35 anyway. So you are in no rush to graduate. And then go talk to a recruiter and see what the pros and cons are of joining the military is. I want to learn a trade instead. You can learn a trade. That's fine. You need to rest. I mean, I rarely say this, but what you've gone through is probably pretty traumatic. Maybe not PTSD, but pretty traumatizing. I want to acquire a skill that would allow me to travel outside of America. Okay, take a look at accounting. And just so you know, you don't get to work outside of America tomorrow. You're going to have to spend at least 3 years working. So you got 2 years left of school, 3 years working for someone else that is a 5-year project down the road. And that's hard to do it on your own, especially if your parents won't let you live at home with them and save on rent. Again, the military. If you're interested, there's a course called How the World's Greatest Accounting Career. I got that available on Teachable. It'll be a fraction of the cost of what you're paying for your average liberal arts credit. I've been thinking of going into masonry or carpentry. All right. Those are fine. Those are fine. You need to sit back and do some strategizing. You need to figure out, research something before you jump into it. No, you're not doing your car washing thing. You just need to go and work a job, get some sleep, spend your extra free time. Now, if you're working security or some other kind of job, you could start researching different options. I'm giving you permission to take a full year off from school. Get a job. ideally work in security, somewhere you could sit and do some strategizing, research the different trades you might want to consider. Consider some other options. Military, the railroads will train you. I mean, you'll be shipped out to the middle of nowhere, but it's going to be, look, a cold 10 below zero night at Minot, North Dakota is going to be better than a 70-degree day in a leftist shithole where people are crapping in the streets and the women look like dudes and they all hate you. And after that year of you recovering, because you're not going to be any good going to college or trade school, you need to rest and repair. After a year, you get a little bit more wisdom, you do a little bit more research, and then you get some goals that you know you want to achieve. Then I'd reevaluate returning to school for whatever it may or may not be. So let's take a break after this semester. There's no reason to. Get the hell out of that town. I don't care how you do it, man. Get out of that town. You might look at CDL, becoming a truck driver, right? Let's look at these things. But supply chain, I'm glad you contacted me. I just saved you 2 years of your life, right? You're 2 years ahead now, not majoring in supply chain management, right? And Lord knows how much we saved you 2 years of private liberal arts college. Oh, gosh, that's at least 60 grand. You're ahead now. Take it easy. Recover. Come at it again in a year after you do some research, all right? I have Reconnaissance Man linked below. That'll help you out and figure out where you maybe want to live or maybe start applying for jobs. And once you get some money saved up, consider accounting. If you evaluate that you maybe like accounting on your own research, consider taking that the world's greatest accounting career on Teachable. All right. No super chat. Of course not. Amazon is. Guys, can you email me again if you're trying to, like Miss Agony, justified occasion you send $2 or whatever. Can you guys email me if you're still not able to send super chats? I got a couple. Please let me know. It's there's really nothing I could do about it. All right, that's it. See you guys later. Toodles.